Hello guys and welcome back. So today what we got here is a 22 with 38,500 miles on it. She's going to get herself a nose job. Banks Monster Ram. For those of you who can't make the analogy because you breathe through your nose, well, you breathe through that. And that does not breathe well. So anyway, we're going to get this thing off of here and all of that. I'm actually going to set up and do a time lapse of this job. So we're going to have an actual video of me taking it apart and putting it back together because some of you guys want to see that part. So I'll go ahead and do a time lapse of it. Alrighty. So my camera battery is almost dead. So while I'm charging it so I can do the time lapse of the job, I'll show you the tools that we're going to need. Now, we don't need everything in this drawer. It's just easier for me to take the drawer out of my box at work to bring it home. And then we have some sockets, some 19mm wrenches that you'll need for those fuel lines, and of course my electrics. And then here is the kit. Everything about this kit is awesome. I love it. And yeah, we'll have the naysayers out there, but whatever. They complete this kit with everything you're going to need. So we're going to get into this here in just a few moments after the battery charges in the camera. And there we go. Thank you. Alrighty guys, so here's the time lapse. You're going to watch me pull this thing off, and of course my camera falls a little bit, but whatever. Anyway, we're going to get the EGR crossover tube out of the way, and then we're going to start disconnecting all the wires and everything else that we need to take to get the intake off. It's a pretty simple process. It's not rocket science. You just got to take your time, work through it, and it'll get done. Now, people are always commenting about the bank's products and about whether or not I'm employed by banks. I am not employed by banks at all. I do believe in their product and I do have a relationship with the company, but I am not employed by them. And for those of you who do like the bank stuff and want to get more bank stuff, the link to the bank store is going to be in the description along with a 10% discount code. So go ahead and hop on into there and use that code and you'll get 10% off of any of the bank's products that you want. In the meanwhile, we're getting ready to pop that off, and there she goes. Now we'll get the harness out of the way, and we're going to get that noise insulator off. Now, some people have asked about that noise insulator, about whether I put it back on. Well, with the different number 1 injector line, it doesn't fit back on there, so I trim the first 2 or 3 inches off. You're going to see when I go to put it back on where I trim it at. But what that thing does is it helps absorb some of the sound of the injection pulses. And it's an NVH, noise vibration harshness thing, that Cummins and Stellantis use to keep it quieter in the cab. There's all kinds of things in your vehicle that they implement for noise, vibration, and harshness. We've got passive and active systems all over the vehicle, including the stereo, to drown out some of the sound. You see me put that ratchet strap underneath that fuel rail. It's because I don't remove the return line or the number 6 injector line. So I just lift up on that fuel rail barely enough to clear getting that grid heater out. And now we're going back together with the new plate. Now I've already transferred the sensor into the plate. It's much easier to do it on the bench than it is to do it in vehicle. So you get the old grid heater out, pull the sensor out, put it in the new plate, and then you can slide it back in and then get your support strap out of the way so that you can start bolting stuff down. Getting the rail bolted back down, make sure that gasket's lined perfectly. It's a metal compression gasket, so it's a one-time use thing. You don't want to take it on and back off. You have to replace the gasket. So we get all the fuel injector lines back on, and then here in just a second, you're going to see me trim that pad. You're actually just seeing me measure it, but whatever. Now we're going back together with that first little bit trimmed off of it. We start getting the harness buttoned back up, making sure to rerun everything back exactly how it came off. You don't want any part of the harness to rub on sharp corners or anything, and you want to make sure that none of the connectors are being stretched. So make sure everything goes back on the way it came off. All of your clips and retainers get put back on exactly how they came off. And there's that number 1 line. You can see right there where that foam pad won't go over that line. It's whatever. When you're putting on these monster rams, make sure to use the supplied blue Loctite so that you don't end up with any kind of a looseness out of them fasteners. And when you're going back through, make sure that you torque and retorque, because again, that's a metal compression gasket. You got 2 of them. You got a little one on top of the plate and one underneath. But anyway, here in a second, the camera's going to fade out because the battery died again. I apologize for that, but literally all you missed was me putting on the EGR valve and the EGR crossover tube. I want to thank you guys for checking out the videos. You know, like, comment, share, all of that good stuff, and enjoy. Alright, so we had some minor technical difficulties earlier. The camera ran out of battery, but I finished it up anyway. We were close to the end, so I wasn't going to stop, recharge battery, so just so you could watch me put the EGR valve and the crossover tube on. But we got her done. I'll show you what it looks like. And there she is. Just got done spraying her off. She was pretty dirty. Anyway, make her nice and clean and pretty. But she's done, and another happy customer's on their way to come up and pick up their truck. So just remember, on a side note, this doesn't take a lot of time, therefore it doesn't cost a lot of money. Shouldn't anyway. Some shops are thinking that they have the market cornered and can charge whatever they want. It ain't fair and it ain't right. If you're serious about having me do some stuff on your vehicles, give me a call. I make it fair, I make it right. Anyway, like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff, and we'll talk to you soon.